All right, guys, here we go. The first one-on-one of Front Row Fight Club 1. We have a fight that was slated to go down in December and got absolutely rocked, as you guys know. But Gino Ghalehpardaz and Noah Crosswell are joining us today. These two will go head-to-head June 25th at the Niagara Falls Convention Center at Front Row Fight Club 1. The bout is at bantamweight. We're looking forward to it here. How's it going, boys? Noah, Gino, what's going on?
Not too much. Like I said before, just getting ready for the fight and excited about it too. It's being nice being able to fight back in the local area.
Yeah,
Ditto.
this isn't
Yeah.
a far off event for either one of you guys. Gino's in London, Ontario. Noah's just up in Hamilton, Ontario, Stony Creek area there, so that's only 30, 40 minutes as well. Pretty localized for both of you guys, considering how little MMA there is in Ontario. But slating it in here, guys, the event goes down. You're supposed to have the fight. Gino, you've had a fight since. Noah, you haven't. Gino, I'm going to kick this question to you. Why do you feel more confident today heading into a fight against Noah? Maybe even more so than you felt back in December. Do you feel more confident having another fight under your belt? And what did that do for you mentally?
Confident, not per se any different than like this being the next fight. Just confident in the sense of like, yeah, it's nice to get in there and just do the thing, right? And not think too much. It was on short notice, so I didn't really think too much. It just was just just went. So I mean, I guess I guess it's good, right? Shake the rust off. Know that the things that I've been working on, we're working, right? So I guess that's really it. I don't think the confidence changes or anything like that. I don't think of it. I really don't think of it that much in detail, just more than anything that I'm on the right path, I guess.
Absolutely.
And so you guys know each other pretty well. You're on the regional scene. You've known about each other quite a bit. There's been some back and forth on Instagram. So, Gino, what do you think of Noah? And then we'll go to Noah, and you can tell us what you think of Gino.
As a fighter.
I think of Noah in two very different ways. I think of Noah, an amateur who fought everyone and was fighting consistently. He fought my adrenaline teammate Maddie 3 times, and 3 times is in because he won one of them, so they split one and then they went. And I think Maddie is tremendously skilled. So for anyone who can put it, who can get one there, I give a lot of respect for. He was showing up all the time. He was like, no, I'm speaking of Noah. He was showing up all the time. Noah's a pro. I don't know. Like I don't mean this. I honestly don't even mean this like disrespectfully. I don't know what is going on. Everyone tells me he doesn't show up and things like that. And I thought fighting, like I didn't even know that this was a thing, candidly, until recently. Because of my experience, we had fought on the same shows. We fought on quite a few prospect shows, and he was there. He showed up. He got in there and he competed, and that's all that matters. Again, at pro, I don't know what's going on. I just hear from other people. I know that I truly in my heart believe that he was going to be there December 18th, and I didn't waver away from that, and that's why I took this fight. I thought it was a good fight. It was a good matchup, and that's why I took it. And I also took it as a challenge. He has a unique skill set that is something that is a puzzle, and I like puzzles, and I like trying to solve those things. So there you go.
Noah, how do you feel about that?
Well, speaking on the no showing up stuff, there's been a lot of medical issues and stuff like that in the back scene. I'm not going to get too much into it, but that is what it is. I do speak for myself. Yeah, there was a couple times where I haven't been there, but I'm always showing up. I'm always preparing for my fights. I'm always doing what I need to do. So on that note, yeah, that's pretty much done. But speaking on Gino as a fighter, growing up seeing him in the amateur leagues, I've always been intrigued by his style. His style kind of almost resembles mine with his in and out bouncing, his stand up. So just being able to actually fight someone with that style and as unique as he is nice to have, because most people are out here and they just go for my ankles. You know what I mean? They dive it's all about just hugging and rolling. I want to actually stand and bang with someone, and Gino seems like he's that type of person who loves to do the same thing, right? So
Yeah, no,
Gino, are you
exactly.
looking to
That's
stand and bang?
he's looking to win the fight, looking to do what it takes to win the fight.
Listen, we do what
But-
it takes to win. If there's advantages I feel confident on the feet. I feel confident everywhere. So I've kickboxed. Like I have fought kickboxing fights. So
Yeah.
it's to say that I have no idea what I'm doing on the feet. It's
No.
not true. I fought, I fought Waco. I was undefeated in Waco kickboxing. So I feel confident there.
Yep.
I think my last fight was indicative that I did well on the feet and I did well on the ground. So I'm a mixed martial artist, but if you think I don't enjoy going after it, you're wrong. So
Well, no, I mean, I know it's not wrong. It's like an entire Ontario MMA kind of stigma that people think. And I know when you're trying to match guys in from maybe outside the province and whatever, there are sly remarks from other managers and coaches that no one wants to come here and just get laid on for 3 rounds, et cetera, et cetera. But Gino, like you said, you have that kickboxing experience, and you can
Exactly, yeah.
stand strike. You showed that at the last the BTC show that was in London. You took that fight on short notice. When you take a fight on short notice, what was the biggest difference for you, Gino, compared to something like this now, where we've known this fight has been common? I mean, we announced it the other week, but I mean, we've all known this was happening for a couple weeks now. So you're looking at a full 8-9 weeks here. What goes into like a full camp for you that makes it a little bit different?
I don't know. The last one it was bizarre. The whole thing was bizarre, right? Like, it didn't even like feel real, to be honest. Like it was like, all right, here we go, and I was just scrambling more than anything. It's now, I mean, I guess it's a little bit nicer because you can kind of maybe plan out certain things, see certain situations and stuff. I candidly, I don't watch a whole lot of tape anymore. I find it used to give me candidly terrible anxiety. And but not to say that, like, I know everyone we've all seen each other, so we all get the gist of what we're doing. So beyond that is just preparing and putting myself, now that I have the chance to prepare, is doing the extra work and looking to do push, try new things, and you don't deviate too much, but I try new things, try new training tactics, and just always bring something new. The last one, I didn't really get a chance to do any of that. I was just working out. If you ask me what I was doing the day before they gave me the fight, I was drinking at my wedding where you try all the food. So I was trying everything. So I literally ate everything, like one of every dessert, one of every, I tried all the alcohol. Of course, it's not for me, it's for the people. I have to let them know what's good and what's not. So, so it's, so like in that sense, there wasn't a lot of thinking. It was just show up and just do it. Right. And that's what we did. There was, and I think maybe in a weird way that was good in its own way, because it was just get in there and just go. I train all the time. This isn't a off season thing for me. So for me, it didn't take a lot. It was just the situation within 4 or 5 days was bizarre, but my life doesn't change day to day. Right. It was just wrap it up. Don't game plan too much. Don't overthink it. And I'm, to be honest, some of that is still going to apply in this.
Yep. And Noah, you come from a mixed martial arts family. Your dad did it. Your brother does it. How does that help you in make you kind of different than other mixed martial arts fighters? Was this something that you always knew you were going to do?
Yeah, I've been doing this since I was in diapers. So I mean, to say I was never going to do this and not be destined to do it, it's always been in my blood, and it's always been something I've been doing, right? So it's a real privilege to be able to have the two of them, especially living with me as well. We can just come down into the basement whenever we have something hit our minds and just start working on it, right? So it's pretty much a training gym 24/7, which most people don't have, which is nice.
So do you guys have a prediction? We can start with Gino first.
Right, exactly.
Do you have a prediction for how this fight goes down?
Find a way to win, whatever it takes. Just find a way.
And
Find
Noah?
a way.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I don't have anything else.
Noah?
It's pretty much the same thing, but you know what? I'll give you guys a little more. I'll say a second round TKO.
Second round TKO. Gino, what
All
do you
right,
think
so
of that?
Noah's going for
No,
a stop.
no.
Gino's gonna.
No, but you know what? I can't.
Don't think
I'm
it's
glad
possible?
He thinks that. I don't. And I
You got to give
you know
him
what?
some.
I props if he can. It won't happen, but it's not going to happen. I will find a way to win, and that's what I'm good at. I find a way every time, almost every time. I've lost a couple times, but most of the time, and this time I will find a way.
Good luck.
60% of the time it works every time, baby. I got what you were saying. No worry. But I want to touch on this one time, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't want to take up everybody's Saturday here, and I super appreciate you guys being here and taking the time to do this. Gino, leading into the last fight, you kept saying December 18th, life is going to be fair again. It kind of seemed like you thought maybe Noah got some opportunities in amateur that maybe you felt entitled to. Is that where you were going with that? I saw that a lot, and I just wanted to put that out into the air, what that meant.
Life fair as in waiting for a very long time. Regardless of who was going to be, life was going to be fair. I do think, candidly, that he's been given a lot of opportunity, and he explained there were some things that illnesses or whatever. I can't speak too much of that, and I feel I was there kind of grinding away, and I couldn't get opportunities to lick. So maybe this is my way of using his name to propel mine. So that's the way I think. And I think we all have to think that way, but that's how I think.
That's
Noah,
awesome,
you have any
man.
comments
Well,
on that? I see Noah smiling.
That was just interesting to hear.
No, you know what, guys? No matter what, this is a fight that's going to be interesting. You guys have held it together really well. I don't like to keep people on these things for too long, guys. Front Row Fight Club 1 goes down Saturday, June 25th, live from the Niagara Falls Convention Center. Tickets are available right now at frontrowfightclub.com. You can use promo code Gino to support Gino, or promo code Crosswell, CROSSWELL. I have a friend that's Crosswell with one S, and my auto did that on a post the other day. Noah, my apologies, but guys, make sure you come out, support the great athletes here in Ontario, because you know what? I will say a lot of guys in Ontario aren't always jumping at opportunities to fight each other. A lot of cross training goes on. You guys have met each other 100 times, it shows, and a lot of people would maybe find a reason not to take this fight. These two men are taking it, and it goes down Saturday, June 25th. Noah, Gino, guys, thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you in June. Can't wait.